welcome back to this Plantain Show. Um, Quick solo edition here. The guys don't even know I'm in the studio right now. Um, so yeah, we'll have to whisper for this one. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, should I say, as you can see on the screen, um, Arsenal's first 10 fixtures is what I really want to focus on. I think it's important that we at least um start projecting potentially what could happen without trying to be too granular or too predictive. But um as you guys know from listening to the pod, my whole thing is straight up. The moment the fixture list comes out, I look for United straight away. United away, the United at home. Like, that's what I look for straight away. And I was very pleased that I didn't have to scroll that far to find where we were playing United first, as they are opening fixture at Old Trafford. Not a wholly happy hunting ground for Arsenal, but yeah, I think given the current sort of stature of both teams and recent league performance, um, yeah, it probably isn't an ideal place to start. But I mean, it beats going to Anfield away or City away as your first game, is what I'm saying. But it's still pretty tough. So yeah, but look, as long as, to my mind, as long as we have all our signings that off, and everyone's fit and firing ahead of the season, starting anywhere really, it is what it is. So everyone is still gonna have ring rust, so it's still a lottery. But I just want to be very clear here. Arsenal have to get our business done, and everyone sort of like on the same page before the season actually starts. Unless we're going for someone out of this world, then I'm not completely mad at Arsenal waiting a little bit longer. Um but yeah, United away is our first game of the season, and it is what it is. Let's see what happens. Then we've got Leeds at home. Which is funny because United and Leeds, obviously, as you know, hate each other. Yeah, and that is on the 23rd of August. Put it like this, that just needs to be a win. Like, there's no sort of excuses or anything like that. But again, I'm not trying to be too predictive, but I genuinely think that just has to be a win to me. Yeah. And then we got Liverpool away on the 30th of August, which is just it is what it is. Not going to talk too much about predictions here at all, but before you guys listen to this, you guys would have seen that it's been out for a few days now, but you already know how tough our start is. But Liverpool away is your third game of the season. It's just, yeah, it's very, very much. You guys will see the pattern of what our first 6 games are like, and then by the time we get to our first 10 games, a little bit of uh, a little bit of respite, if you can call it that, in the Premier League. But Liverpool away is your third game. It's just, it is what it is. What can you actually do about that? Then at home to Nottingham Forest, another tough team. And if you notice the theme so far as well, all of these teams are north of London. They're all from, the other part of the country, where London or anything London adjacent isn't looked on too fondly, whether you're a ref or whether you're just a resident of those areas. But it is what it is. um, and then we have Man City at home. Guys, we've pretty much played everyone. Like, who else is there to play? Really and truly, who else is there to play? We've got City at home. And to be honest, City are probably the team I expect to start the best. I haven't really had a look at their fixtures properly, but because of the fact that they'll have the Club World Cup, Rodri would have been I think he came on at the end of last season as well. Actually, seeing how important he is, like they would have had all these loads of new players bedding in, kind of thing, over the Club World Cup kind of thing. I expect them to have to come into the season looking in the best shape initially, at least, anyway. But yeah, is what it is. Again, no predictions from me there. And then we have Newcastle away. Guys, let's not take the fucking piss there. We know we've been done. We've been done. Like, the Northern Mafia have done us in. They don't want us anywhere near a title challenge next season. But yeah, after City, it's Newcastle away, and it's just, what more could you hope for? with that being said, the positive is that's United and Liverpool away done within your first 3 games. Within your first 10 games, United and Liverpool away are done. Like it's done. So United, Liverpool, and Newcastle away, pardon me, are all done. Like it is what it is. And if you're looking at our corresponding results to last season, that is we only picked up 2 points in those 3 games last season. So there's room for us to grow there. Definitely, definitely, definitely. I'd love a couple of wins in that mix for sure. But it is what it is. And then we have West Ham at home, another team we lost to at home as well last season. But yeah, it is what it is. Then Fulham away, another team we dropped points to away from home. That game for me is gonna stick long in the memory. It just broke my heart so much. Like that last minute winner being chalked off, just it done me in. And then at home to Crystal Palace, big up Crystal Palace, man. Another game, corresponding game last season where we dropped points after taking the lead twice. And then Burnley. Yeah, hopefully James Trafford is still in goal because he's rubbish. So the mandate there should just be shoot on sight. And yeah, that's our first 10 games. But on screen right now, we actually have our first 12. So I'll do Sunderland. I love Sunderland being in the Premier League because it just brings back good memories of us absolutely smashing them in our glory days. Hopefully that's a signal that our glory days are back now. And then we have the enemy. So that takes us right up till the pretty much almost the end of November. Yeah. Arsenal, Tottenham at home. Thomas Frank in charge. By that time, everyone should be warm. We should have had quite a few Champions League games by then. I think we probably would have played, by my estimate, about 4 or 5 Champions League games by then. Yeah, that should be fun. That definitely should be fun. But again, if we're going back to the early part of the season, I think within our first 6 games, 6-ish games, should I say, we would have had Man United, Liverpool, Newcastle, and Man City. And I don't think we would have had any Champions League games in that period as well, which is good. It's full focus on those teams as well. So yeah, let's see how it goes, man. I think we're done in terms of the fixtures, which is what the main bulk of this mini sort of pod/video, whatever I decide it to be, is. But I kind of want to talk about the transfer window a little bit, and in general, just what's been happening and what the current sort of narrative is. It's hard. It's hard, but Arsenal have put themselves in this position where everything is under the microscope. Everything has to be. It's 2 ways to look at this. Basically, everything has to be absolutely correct and spot on, and it has to be done as quickly as possible. And then, while that is the current narrative, everything has to be really looked at and really analysed and really passed through every single sort of litmus test you can think of, because we can't get anything wrong. We simply can't. And those two things can't coexist together. You can't hope to have everything done quickly, wham bam, thank you, man, and not there be some sort of due process in there. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that Arsenal are notorious for moving slow and certain things, but in this particular case, this summer of 2025, I'm more than happy to let things play. As long as players are in way before the end of preseason, I'm happy, basically. Ideally everyone needs to be in before the first day of preseason, but it is what it is. But as long as, these players get a good, decent preseason with us, it is what it is. But I'm more than happy to just, let things play out as they are. This summer, more than most summers, I feel like is a genuine domino effect sort of summer. Like, we're waiting for one sort of thing to to come loose, kind of thing, and everything else should technically flow. Now, don't take it from me because I'm just a lowly, podcaster or whatever. But that's usually how things go. With that being said, Zubimendi at this point in time has already been in London. I might have cycled past him or whatever, or walked past him at some point without even knowing. But he's been in London the last couple of days, to my understanding. And then obviously we did a scouting video on Jarrell Hato, which I'd love for us to sign. There's links to Agume as well from Sevilla. Lovely, lovely player. I know the Sesko links won't go away. Gyökeres needs to get a life. Don't want him, even though he keeps, prostituting himself to us. Rodrigo links, they're still there. Nico Williams was always going to Barcelona as much as I would have loved him to come to Arsenal. And I thought there was a chance, but yeah, like, Isak, there hasn't been no briefing on Isak not being for sale from Newcastle, so things could be happening, man. But yeah, I'm not gonna ask anyone to be patient. I'm not gonna ask anyone to get a grip or anything like this. Everyone's entitled to feel the way how they want to feel. Just don't come in and say you need to be more annoyed, you need to be this, you need to be that, because that's not how things work here, unfortunately. But yeah, I think I'll leave it here. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. More regular stuff in the next few weeks will definitely be coming and be happening as well, with the Club World Cup and just the transfer stuff in general. And as we build up towards the new season as well, some good stuff taking place. Yeah. And we really, really mean it. So yeah, I've been Coach. Take care, guys. Peace.
Hey folks, this is Dan from the Shirtless Plantain Show. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and follow us on all our socials. You can see them right beneath our recordings in every video. Thanks again, and see you on the next one.